You have unlocked the secret video. The intrusion.
Early in the year of 2012, once we got permission to do the trial and it had started, we did have somebody who, using the public access to the estate, came through a woodland, I think with a piece of wood actually, which this person used to help climb over the fence, and this person then tried to do some damage.
So you had an intruder?
We had an intruder, yeah. He was arrested, and then the police subsequently suggested that we added a second fence to make it even harder to get into the site.
And that's the taller fence that we see today?
Yeah. And it's a shame because it sends the message that these plants are somehow, harmful or dangerous, or whatever. But it was a requirement, and if we were going to have the experiment be completed, I think we had to have the fence because there were people out there that were determined to come in and terminate the trial, as they said. How did the intruder get into the fence? Well, so he used. It's a bit ironic that the woodland around the fence, we leave logs that we cut down for invertebrates, beetles and so on. They live in these. So he used one of these maybe 6-foot, 8-foot logs to lean against the fence and sort of scramble over.
And then what did he do once he got into the trial?
He carried some seeds, some wheat seeds. So he sprinkled these around the site. His intention was obviously, I guess, to destroy the experiment, to change the nature of the experiment with his wheat seeds. And he also then started to pick our plants that were maybe a foot tall out of the ground. We vacuumed the seeds up. It took a long time to try to remove, as many of the seeds we could from the site. And anyway, they were 3 or 4 weeks behind the experimental crop, so it was fine. The police arrested the guy that got in, and they gave me back a bag of evidence that was the plants that he'd pulled up, and they were taken off site along with him. And inside here, these are the plants that were, along with soil and other stuff, that were picked off the field trial as part of the protest.
And can you talk a little bit about the costs of doing the science versus the costs of protecting the science?
Well, the costs for protecting the science were much more than the science overall, I think.
I can't imagine why anybody would want to destroy an exercise to find out whether these things worked or not.